Yo guys, what's going on? This is Fish Tanks Are Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a little video on this tank. It's been on the channel once, twice maybe. It's my longest lasting no filter setup. And it's actually a no light setup. I just put a light on it right now so you can see it. It's normally in a shelf. There's no light to it. It gets daylight, so that's its normal source. It's kind of got a more brackish water than, say, like this tank or that tank. But this one right here, it's my longest lasting out of all these tanks. And what I did was I have a crushed coral potting soil substrate, and it sat as just this with nothing in it besides this, and turned into this soupy crap for probably like a month. Then I put some water in it. Then I let it sit for probably like another month. And then I put some fish in it. And then it sat for a couple months. And then eventually I put some plants in it. And then it sat for a couple more months. You know, I'd prune, plant, prune, plant, prune, plant. And that happened for a while. And then eventually I put in some shrimp. So this tank's probably on its 13th month. I've changed this water at the beginning because this potting soil, when you add water, it gets really nasty. But literally one day this whole tank will be crystal clear again. Everything settles to the bottom. There's so many snails in here. There's shrimp in here. There's tons of microorganisms. Tons of just full-on ecosystem, just like Mother Nature at its best in your home. And this is a very cheap setup, just like probably didn't spend anything on it at all. I think I just had the tank laying around. The potting soil probably already had from gardening. The crushed coral, I have some other fish tanks with crushed coral, so I just grabbed some of that, and then boom bada boom, it was an experiment, and it is still lasting and it is thriving. I do not really care about the look of this tank. Like, it doesn't look eye appealing, but the ecosystem and what's going on in here is what really just makes me happy. And the only thing I do to this tank is add water to it. That's it. Don't do nothing. Don't vacuum it. You can see it's very, very dirty bottom. But all of these little crustaceans and snails. Got a nice blue dream in there, right? Look at that guy. He's beautiful. He's pretty. Actually, is that a mom? Is she pregnant? We got some babies? No babies. But I really like this tank. Shoot. So this right here is just a fact video on that you can run a fish tank without a light, without a filter, without a heater. Costs nothing to power this tank. Unless you want to put some fish in it, you know, that might cost you a couple bucks. Or if you have fish that are breeding, you know, just throw one of them in there. A couple of them, you know, they gotta have a friend or two. And the shrimp, the guppies and the shrimp, you know, they're cool. Guppies barely mess with them. I mean, I've heard people have problems with it, but I've never had that problem. None of my shrimp, they just multiply, do their thing. They're fun. Look at that guy back there. Not really a strong gene line with these shrimp. This is kind of my little scrap pile. I don't have them. Like, you got some nice colors up in here. Nice dark blues. There's a baby though. There's some good reds in there too. They're in the back, hiding something. This is just, yeah, a guppy from one of the guppy breeding tanks, little setups got in the house. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Not too bad. Got duckweed. There's some red root floaters. It looks like my water lettuce has died off, but there's still a little bit left to it. It's a nice setup. It's fun. You know, you could throw some oxygen in here. You could put a bubbler, a sponge filter. I think I ran a sponge filter in here actually for maybe a couple months, but out of 13 months, probably like 2 months, I ran that. But yeah, and I do add liquid CO2 every once in a blue moon, whenever I remember to, because, you know, I do it with these guys. So I give this guy a little bit of something, and I put some nutrients in there too. Okay, I do put some nutrients in there. I'm not against nuding, but I do not overdo it. Well, yeah, you just plant grows, cut it, stick it down in there. Plant grows up again, cut it, stick it down in there. Eventually, you'll have yourself a nice little thing. All those little dots, you can see these little dots. Those are all little, teeny little micro parasite things. Some of them are bad. I believe most of these are good. I'm not an expert, but the tank stays pretty clear all the time. Look at that shrimp. He came out to say hello. Oh, he got spooked. Look at that guy. Yeah, the genes aren't that good. These were cherry shrimp. So, but he's cool looking. He's fun. It's nice. But yeah, this fish tanks are cool. This is a little, I don't know what this name is for this tank. But yeah, this is this tank. Here's a little video. You guys have a good day. See you later.